Fabazine, there's a lot that goes onto that defensive positioning. These early rendezvous peaks to get an idea of what's happening. Already down to 34 HP, and where's Ray gonna go? Only W.
Chasing after that chamber and falling back here is continuing to make some noise, just dancing around to start things off. Just letting loose, you know, before we start the grand finals right here and breaks that trip. But that's really not gonna move anybody around for Team Peru. We're still staying still. But right now on the attack for Indonesia, looks like B is the play.
So sure about their focus. All the Cypher utility on the other site, and it's going to be a B hit. 1 minute left.
Paranoia out first. First contact will be Dios inside the site. Connects onto Kush. On the other end, though, it's the frenzy of Cut. Drops him down as a spike is about to get planted for B main. Rotation already coming from hell. The chamber with the Headhunter does not connect. And the Trailblazer is looking for information. That's Wichi moving forward. It's only him and Saled trying to clutch this 4 versus 2. Spike again planted. Flash coming out. Molly into the main. But there's still opposition all around the pillar on the other end. Nice little dink, but it leads now to Saled alone on a 3 versus 1 as his teammate just fell down.
Playing towards the simple things in their composition. Salad now trying to get through that. The frenzy, the classics, it's not gonna work. And the simple things I'm talking about is Cud with a frenzy, running forward on Reyna and everyone behind. Reyna gets a kill, somebody gets a kill. Reyna is going to get the overheal on that. And running around with a frenzy on pistol round, that's not something you want in your face. Great try by Deus here to start off the round. But against Indonesia, I think it's so scary to stay in sight and try to take that in the first fight. We can see if they stop this rush pressure. 1 hit towards B. They're going to see if we start round 2 towards A, and everyone towards the top side to take control of heaven. No, it's just going to be Kush.
And the guess out there from Peru is trying to stack towards that middle. The aggression that came out from Indonesia earlier on, but an open sight, easy one to come down on the attack. It's actually planted so they can fight back towards heaven, but there's the 4 players moving forward, and Kush with that Guardian, close range 2. Seems to be an easy round. Picked up now for Team Indonesia. Only 1 person remaining, Fabazine, again, as this chamber. At least it's trying to make it look expensive or die to the spike.
You made a great point. As much as we were kind of pushing Indonesia's offense on both sides, that was right out into mid on the save round here for Peru. Trying to get an idea of how fast Indonesia wants to play and be able to read them in different aspects of the round, because they changed so many little things.
At least liking it there for what they're trying to do for pushes is with the chamber, right? So Fabazine is going to be that answer on that aggression from Indonesia, who starts things off once again, this time on the B side. First contact, first blood in favor of Peru, but quickly it goes back in favor now of Indonesia, as it's that double duelist duo here that just clears out that site. Already the rotate's a little bit too far ahead. No chance to really counteract right away as they got swarmed by Indonesia. So Saled and Wichi can't really do much. They're going to try at least. But there's just too much forward position coming out of Indonesia. With this Bulldog now, can it upgrade to this Vandal? It will, and also leaving a little bit of bullets behind before he upgrades.
The defense that Peru is playing right now reminds me a lot of how Leviathan would play defense on Split, where they stay in sight. They're sure about holding it. They're not making mistakes. They don't feel like they're going to get overrun. But the power of Indonesia coming through each time, they're hitting the first shots. That means the second person's getting swarmed. So then you have to then consider, okay, maybe we can't stay in sight because it's not really a big util crush coming from Indonesia. I think one thing Peru is identifying about Indonesia is these plays are almost full death ball.
Especially with that. Beautiful Reyna Lear. Then the showstopper on defense, but the advantage still out for the attack. Kush going close range, throwing up the hat, spotting the last 2 players. One still stuck towards the B side, the other one running behind the Seekers, and that's Wichi trying to go for the heroic play on the solo. Now Dog coming out to get info, can't get it all, it's trapped by the tripwire set out by Kush. You're gonna have to play with no information now for the retake. Dios moving up towards the A heaven, denied by the Sky on the other end. The other one through the smoke. That becomes now a clean round to answer right back for Indonesia.
And we see the power of the double duelist composition, even without a jet in that one. Ray going in, able to just swamp who's ever in sight, and the team follows through. We saw kills at screens, it felt like at the beginning of the round still. So even though I said Peru was figuring out how Indonesia were playing, there's still warrant to the death ball. Paranoia.
It's open right now for A Heaven, but Ray even gets position all the way out towards spawn.
So quick.
This is to cut the rotate. Meanwhile, though, we are flooding in towards this A side. contact towards that rotate, but everything is in favor of
Yeah.
Team Indonesia so far. Instantly, a 5 versus 2, and a death ball continues, while Peru, once again, has no answer.
They still go A, but they do it on the paranoia contact. Quiet all the way up the ramp. We've seen Kush throw those gates out at A just about every round. So Fabazine didn't see anything different. The rest of the team was probably calling for the default play again. They didn't come fast A, and then the explosion. So again, Indonesia changing the timing just a little bit to get the fights they want. Great job by Cut as well, clearing sight, clearing elbow. It does take everybody in these strategies from Indonesia, because like we said before, they were all doing their own thing and it didn't come together. Here, they're in the site and all trying to do their own thing, and they're trusting each other. The kills are coming through, and they're able to move forward knowing Ray is so far on the defensive side that it's there.
Look how it changes, too, for Indonesia. Ray goes in with a Vandal, rare moment at the beginning of the round, but also one away from grabbing the ult. So lots of this pressure for Indonesia towards this B main, trying to gain the space in the showstopper potentially here. Instead, Satchel's in, open sight, and that's the retake style that we want to see from Peru.
Yeah. Just leaving it up for grabs, especially at B, still being able to dump in Ray's nade, into, or Chuto's nade into the site. This lurk here could be it from Kush. Weibo with a good starting frag though.
There's that lurk. So a 1-for-1. Now they have to keep players to watch that flank. Cut pushing forward towards the spawn. As you see this close range Bucky coming out. And Wilberdios though continues to open up the site and give a chance for a little bit for Team Peru to move within the site, but instantly they all fall down right after.
Yeah.
He flashed towards mid too, not to get any information, and after seeing no movement towards the A side, they instant rotate towards B, but they still lose a player firsthand from Team Peru towards this B site. Wibodeos picking up that orb as they pivot back towards middle, and now Indonesia, it's their turn to try to find some information, so keeping Valdin alive, still having his flash, is super important right now.
Remembering this map, Indonesia's pick here on split as we come out of our first half tie. I like this from Peru, but also safe and detective play from Indonesia. Peru's trying to get Indonesia to move around, and they're not able to take them out. What a hit from Indonesia. Great peaks, great plays.
Ooh. Kush winning on top of the ropes, now under heavy pressure. 1-for-1, but it's Wibodeos left alone. His teammates have fallen, now being pinched on both ends. Going back on the top of the ropes, 24 seconds left on the clock. There's that first contact as Gun comes out to assist his teammates, and the pistol round comes in for Team Indonesia.
Yeah.
John Spot already saw a lot of players, and that's going to be called here by Ray. So you see the rotate coming out from the ropes this time around by Cud, allowing here Team Peru to take cover of the A main, of the A heaven rather. As Cud gets the instant headshot onto Chuto. 4 versus 4, trying to hunt it down are the Peruvian team.
They want that Spectre.
Dismisses away after the second kill. And it's time for the last 3 players of Team Peru to just try to get the spike down towards this A site where, still at the bottom, that Guardian in the hands of Kush.
Teleport's ready.
Dwindles down the numbers of Team Peru.
I love it because as we see the rest of Peru go down here, we can talk about how Indonesia used this Reyna. You see it as just like a more aggressive chamber. You get out for the rendezvous peak, but you need the kill, right? And they did get it. Dismiss. Second kill, dismiss. Birds in the night.
Need that back.
Cud running out. Spotting the first contact. They're just chasing him down. You see this bonus round coming out from Team Indonesia. With also the first takedown gives him a huge advantage.
This push.
Go get him.
Little detections all the time. There it is. Gotten with a great peak. Doesn't take too much damage. So yeah, a little bit of orb farming right now as Peru knows they want to dwindle the time down. I think it's going to be a pressure play here. We're going to get pretty low on the clock before they actually make it to one of these sites due to pressure and the way they want to play it. Oh.
Yeah, this is where it gets
Delivery ready.
dangerous. Bait and switch, this has to be red. I mean, this is too obvious. So the swing comes out, still the contact.
Ouch.
5 HP remaining, satcheling up to bait some more. So another one
No
rather.
way.
To swing out, which will outcut to get a second kill and a third into the round. Seled, the last player remaining, and also lurking on the top of A. Long range by Cushion, man. The satchel, that for the bait at 5 HP, that is so annoying to play against.
Absolutely incredible. Give a bow over to Ray. The calisthenics right now that he's able to use in these rounds just to cause hell for the side of Peru. That's crazy. The fact that he lives here both times. And you're even expecting it. You're like, oh, he's probably going to do something tricky again. I won't get too fooled. I'll know someone's going to peek, but it's still too much. Oh, my God.
With the utility that they use for capitalizing on takedowns, and this time you're using your own body. So props to Ray right there. So you mentioned it there.
That's something you see Jets usually do with updraft, not the
pretty
blast
much.
pack. Oh, Ray!
Yeah, that's going to be annoying again. Running through the smoke on middle. Paint shells on the ground against this lower buy that you
No
have for Peru,
way.
trying to give their own death ball on the top of mid. But it gets denied instantly. Already a 5 versus 1. Weibo Dios trying to pad some stats here. Long range with the Sheriff, back with the Stinger, and the flank coming out from Kush. We've seen this very often for any team playing against Team Indonesia when it comes down to that second half and when they're trying to play against Indonesia's defense. Like you said, Riv, it's almost like they're playing the attack and it's hard to deal against.
Ridiculous. The double smoke. And just actually pretty forward line of scrimmage here with how Indonesia is playing this. That's definitely going to be a judge for Ray. Yep. This has got to be scary. So a lot is contact right now. So let's think about what's happening. They've given up sound. Weishi does get a frag, but the A sound is where Peru is trying to draw Indonesia.
So we get a nice kill from Weishi, also picking up the orb that allows Seekers to be activated for them to hit within the site. But it starts with a flash and unfortunately blinds Chuto instead, and Cut takes the opportunity off that ground. Ray with the flank, the judge onto Chuto. And with the Seekers, we're pivoting back towards the B site. The contact's going to happen towards B heaven here as Gotten's playing the off angle, swings out even a catch. Seled off guard. And now the Seekers get nullified, and we have to rework the site for Team Peru. A little bait and switch. Cut just waiting around the corner. Weichi walking in with 7 HP. Long range dismiss. Spots the last one, and it's going to be difficult here for Weichi, and even he gets backstabbed from Pillar. And Indonesia now up at 11.
Another situation that would be a trade if it wasn't Reyna, or more so, right? It's a quick identified kill there, but not again. Cud just playing the mind games as they're able to take another round away. 5 straight here. The offensive team is doing great on defense. Here, Indonesia able to really string these together. Again, for
Peru's time to try the death ball. Cage is coming up, playing within the back of the map. Nice shot by Chuto, but Ray's right there. Showstopper out, right at the feet of Weichi. Swings right out for the 4th. Sees the last one as well. At least the judge comes in for Fabijin. But the paint shell is going to keep him pinned towards the right side. And the ace gets stolen, but nonetheless, still map point for Indonesia.
The aim is on, among other things. We've been going towards A quite a bit, and it is not working out right now. What a hit here. Quick triple kill coming in from Ray. Instant ultimate. Goes down for the 4th as he hits the ground and only misses out on the last one because they run absolute just punishment right now coming in from Indonesia. Yeah, he's like, come on, you know what I'm doing.
It's just Seled going up and down with the utility from the Viper, trying to at least bait out any type of utility, anything that he could call. Do I hear the sky? Do I hear anybody? To allow Peru to move up anywhere across the map. But you could still see here, cool are the positions for Team Indonesia, okay of playing contact.
Oh, and they're gonna get some right now. A high-low.
High-low with the judge. Flash is about to come out, but Seled makes it away. At the same time, the pinch was looking to happen on the top of the vents. But as soon as they're about to pinch, that trip came down from Kush, so now we're pivoting back towards the B heaven. Spike is there. Fabijin, the vest was golden to try to go for the first pick on the top of B heaven. He gets greeted by Cut, couldn't win that fight.
Wow.
30 seconds left.
Cud playing that position so effective. The distance for dismiss to get the safety. Wait, coming to heaven.
Flash
just on
there,
the other
no
side.
info.
Oh, they get by.
Showstopper out. Chuto at the bottom of the screens, just trying to answer back against that rotate across, and the Showstopper misses. Still a player within the site. It's Kush. 2 kills right there as the spike falls. 10 seconds left, all of them dropping, and map 1 will go to Indonesia.
Telur, telur, hari Bani makan telur, 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 hari pala bani telur.